Yo, Kpaceguy here, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking about the FireTV Pro from Amazon. Now, I have all the other remotes that came from other devices, so we're going to compare all those together, but let's start off with the Pro itself. So there's a lot of cool new features that are inside this Pro remote that I think a lot of you guys are going to like. Now, by the end of this video, we're going to decide if this is something that you should upgrade for, or maybe if you lose your remote, maybe go for this option. Is it worth upgrading now? We'll see. So here is the remote itself, nicely packaged of course, and get it unwrapped here. I'm doing terrible at this. Oh look, there's a flap right here. Could have used so much easier. So here we go. We have the new remote in hand, and I'm gonna grab my FireCube TV remote here just so we can kind of take a little look at the differences, because the FireCube TV that just came out has a different remote than this one here, and this one's longer. This one's the FireCube TV, and this one is the brand new Pro, and it's a little bit shorter. I didn't expect it to be that way, so let's see what's different on the Pro. The regular suspects are all here on this remote. Top left corner is your power button, your LED indicator when you're making an input, your Alexa button here is the blue button, and then new on this remote that no other device has is this headphone button. Now this is a Bluetooth headphone pairing button. There is not a headphone jack like some of the Roku remotes have. This is a Bluetooth headphone button that allows you to kind of Bluetooth whatever headphones you have so that you can listen silently. So if you're with the wife and kids, the wife is sleeping in the bedroom or the kids are asleep, you can kind of listen privately to keep the noise down. So that's really, really cool. You have your regular click wheel button, of course, and then you have your back button, home button, menu button, your pause play button, forward and back button, or your seek buttons here, volume up and down, TV guide, and your channel up and down here. Now new on this remote, as well as the third generation FireCube TV 4K, is the settings button here. So that's really cool to see. It's the dedicated settings button, so instead of having to go through your home screen to get to your settings, you can hot press this button to take you straight to it no matter what input or source you're watching. So that's pretty cool. You have your mute button here, and then you have the new button here only on this remote as well, is the 1 and 2 buttons. So you can program your TV to 2 different buttons here, customizable buttons to create shortcuts. You can use it to do whatever you like to. So that's really, really cool. And then of course you have our 4 hotkeys, the Prime Video, Netflix, Disney Plus, and Hulu. You can buy this remote by itself for $34.99, and of course Amazon's always putting some kind of deals. I'm sure they'll have one for Cyber Monday and Black Friday, even Prime Day deals, they'll probably do it. But you can also get this remote with a red remote cover. Now why red, I don't know, but you can get a remote cover for this for an additional 15 bucks for a total of $49.98 right now. Basically 50 bucks for the remote with the cover, or 35 bucks with the remote and no cover. So there you go. Another one of the nice upgrades on the FireTV Remote Pro is the backlit buttons. And everybody should put backlit buttons in their remotes, because a lot of people, of course, watch at night, and something like this is very helpful. So if you are kind of squirming around the remote at night, you can see what buttons you're looking to press. So all these buttons now have a backlight behind it, minus your hotkeys here. So that's a really nice upgrade compared to all the other remotes. They don't have a backlit. That's new for just the Pro. So if you're any bit like me, you have oftentimes lost the remote, whether it's under the couch or you brought it to another room and you can't find it, but this remote won't let you do that anymore. This remote now has the feature to emit a chime or a signal. So if you lose this, you can use any existing Alexa device. If you have Alexa TV, another FireCube, an Echo, if you have the app, you can go in and have this emit a signal through the remote to help you locate it. So if you do lose it in the couch or under the rug, or somebody takes it to a different room, you can have it signal a chime so that you can find it a lot quicker. So that's really cool. Again, only in the Pro do you have this feature. Not sure how well this will come through on camera, but on the bottom of the Pro remote, and this is the only remote that has it, are these 3 little dots at the bottom. And I'm not sure if that has to do with a better microphone or being able to pick up your voice better, but it does have it, and none of the other devices have it, so we'll have to see what that's for. So here are all the remotes lined up together. This is the original FireTV Stick 4K. This is the 4K Max. This is the brand new 3rd generation Cube, and this one here is the Pro. So you guys can see there's not much difference between all of them. There is a slight size difference when you go from the Pro to the Cube TV 3rd gen, and then of course there's a huge difference between the previous ones. So if you are using some of these remotes, there's a little bit of a difference. There have been some buttons added over time and a little bit of a layout change, but overall these remotes will look and feel and operate the same as they always have. And if you're wondering if you can pair your new Pro to your Alexa device you have now, whether that's other Fire Cube or if you have a stick or something, yes, you can pair this remote via Bluetooth to any device you like to that you already existingly have. So if you think you want to upgrade to the Pro, it is compatible with your device. You'll do that in the controllers menu in the settings. So really cool to see all the remotes together, and kind of how Amazon's kept it all the same. If it's not broke, don't fix it. It's kind of Amazon's method. So even through the years, nothing has really changed other than some more quality of life changes since then. So that's really cool to see. Let's get that question out of the way. If you have any of these other devices and you now see this Pro remote out, should you go and upgrade? Is it worth spending another basically $35, $40 on a remote if yours is already functional? Well, that's personal preference. Me personally, I bought this one with my own money just for a review, and I'm gonna use it because of that, but otherwise I probably would never upgrade it. The backlight is fine, but what buttons do you really push on your remote more than just that click wheel here, which is super easy to find? If you find yourself using the remote often with the other buttons, and maybe the backlight is necessary, but I only use that click wheel when I use my remote, and it's easy to find. It falls right underneath the thumb when you hold the remote, so it's not a hard button to find. And there's not a lot of buttons anyway, so you'll pretty much memorize the button layout pretty quickly. If you need the headphones option, I think that's a cool part, to be able to Bluetooth your headphones. If you have a house that has a lot of kids and you got to keep quiet, if your wife is sleeping, she works 3rd shift, whatever the case is, you may want that headphone option if you need it. But other than that, I don't really see a reason to upgrade, but it is cool that they're making some of these changes, which I assume all their other remotes moving forward will all have by standard. So it's a really cool remote. I think it looks good. It's not as big as something like the Cube TV 3rd gen, this one right here. It's not as big. It's more so the size of the previous generation Fire Stick TV. So it's not too big. It fits in most people's hands. It's a little bit thicker now than the old remotes here. It's a little bit thicker on the sides there, so maybe a little bit more easy to handle. But other than that, there's not really a huge benefit in upgrading, spending another $40 on it. So maybe if it hits a Prime Day deal or something like that, under under $30, 29, 25 bucks, maybe so, but 40 bucks, I'm not sure, especially with the red case. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think below. Should you upgrade if you have it? Let me know that down below in the comment section. Leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're not already. We will see you in the next video. Kpaceguy out. Peace.